Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada, and welcome to part 6 of my coloring book collection and finished pages. Today our first shelf is going to be the end of my hardcovers and then my collection of Japanese and foreign books. Basically they're all Japanese and I have one German. So these books really haven't been colored in much, so it won't take as long to do. Emily Lydhall Oberg, Sagar Ox Sagner. This is a gorgeous book, which I don't think I've done anything in, or I may have done one. Oh yeah, there we go. I did one. Did watercolor pencils on that one. That's it. Yeah. Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. Now I have her first 3 books and then I skip to the Tales and the Midnight Masquerade. That may be the only page I've done. Yeah, I remember going through these once and doing 1 page in each. So wasn't too fond of the second 3 that she did, so I have ordered the gold crown, grains of gold, and that way I'll get a sampling of what's out of the last 3 books along with some of the best pages in these ones. Like that. But I think, as I said, that's only 1. Seasons. Oh, I like that. Tales from the Midnight Masquerade. This one I may not have done anything in. These are fairly recent additions to my collection and I haven't colored in them. Colors That Make You Happy by Miki Takai. This one is book number 3. It's got a lot of princesses in it. Not many other things as well. This is Colors Make You Happy Volume 2 by Miki Takai. Just check that, make sure. Yeah, and it's called Happiness. This is Coloring Book of Traditional Japanese Designs, Patterns, and Motifs by Season. The Ken Matsuda coloring book. I need to get into this one. I need to get into them all. Alright, I think I've only done 1 in one of these. So this is Minuet de Bonheur. Rhapsody in the Forest. This will be the one that I've colored in. Really like that. It turned out nice. Skin isn't, the fur isn't even too shabby for me. Basically exactly 1 year ago I did that. And Kanoko Agusa's last book is Symphony of Cute Animals. Haven't done anything in this one. And this is the simplest one of them all too. This is My Dream Room by Chiaki Ida. Again, nothing. Romantic Country Volume 1. Or the first tale, if you want to call it that. This is the English edition of the Japanese book. Whoa, that wasn't fun. The moth flew across our page. Well, I can't say if I've done anything in here or not. I've done a few pictures here and there. Oh, here we go. That one. It's not too bad. That one with markers. Not too bad either. When I started this, I was going to color a picture every day, but I didn't get around to it, did I? So I'm going to have to keep that open as a whip. Yep. Take that out. So now I've got 2 whips, and I thought I had none. So we have the second tail here. I don't know if I've colored in this. No. Oh, yep. Magliel. Luna, Terra, Merita Fons. Don't know what that means. Something about the moon and the earth. Oh, I actually like that. I sound surprised when I like a picture. I shouldn't do that. Okay. No idea. Oh. Then I have Aries Trace Around the World series. This one is festivals, I believe. I think I've done, no, this is just around the world. I'm not sure which ones of these books I've colored in, so. Oh. I like using bright colors for these pictures. This is Trace Around the World, and this is the Heritage one. Oh. And this is the festival one. I think I've done 2 in here. Right, I did a Christmas one there. hanging the mittens and blankets up to dry. Oh, another one. That's just a collection of implements, weapons maybe, and headdress. The latest two books I don't believe I've colored in. Or did I start the front page? Oh, I did do. I did this. And that's all I've done in here. Oh, I keep saying that. I just don't realize how much I've colored in these books. Thinking I've done none. I like that. That was just straight coloring. Yeah, I like to just straight color in this book. And finally, her newest one, Fairy Tale. And this, I can tell you, I have not colored anything in. Thought about it a couple of times, but never actually got there. And finally, I have a German book. This is from the Colorful World series, Gartenglück by Ursula Schwab. And Gartenglück means, why didn't I write it down? I was looking it up. I don't know. It means something garden. I had this book out. I was looking up what it meant, and for some reason, I did not write it down. I usually write the titles of foreign books down on the first page in pencil. Well, I didn't. So I haven't colored anything in there because that just came last month. So now we will move on to shelf number 2. Now we're starting shelf number 2, which begins my collection proper, we shall say, that goes from A to Z, and they're alphabetically listed by either author or series. Sometimes that means publisher. So publisher, author, or series. And this shelf contains most of the A's. So we will start with the first book, which goes under Adkins, Alicia Ashkins. Adkins, this is actually a relatively new book in my collection. Oh boy, let's get the words out today, Maggie. Greetings from Limbo. So this is kind of like a Gothic coloring book, and it's also a story. So on this side is the story, and on this side is the picture, and this is the one I've done in here so far. So they're all kind of like creepy pictures. Would be great for Halloween, but this isn't a Halloween book. It's just an every time book. So I am showing you all the pictures that I've colored. Let's just remember that. So this one goes under the title of it because it's by various artists. It's got 55 different artists and 110 illustrations. So there's 2 by everybody. And I think the most famous person in here is C.L. Aldrich. This is Adult Coloring Book Treasury, and I've done a couple in here. Yeah, so it tells you on the, let me check and make sure this is the book with her in it. Yeah. So we just get some random illustrations of like anything, grayscale, patterns, mandalas, just random illustrations, like strange things, patterns, whatever. So, let's see. I colored this one by Mary Margaret Marks. And that, I did that last year, but it's pretty horrendous coloring. It's been a bad day. And then I did this one, which I did quite a while ago. I wasn't coloring with alcohol markers properly, and it looks like this was running out, and yet I still used it. But yeah, we all have something to say about our old pictures, don't we? But they show us where we came from. It's another fairly new one that I haven't done anything in yet. This just has kawaii pictures in it. That's why it is called a Kawaii coloring book, and it is by Amy Ikawa. Or Aikawa. That's probably how it's pronounced, actually. Amy Aikawa. So this is the only book of C.L. Aldrich's that I have, except for her mandala book, Greatest Hits book. And I just absolutely love this. I need to get more of her stuff. These illustrations are fantastic. So I did two in here, and they were both buddy colors with Michelle's Boxes of Hues. Or Michelle's Box of Hues. Michelle's Box of Hues, I think. I love this one. That's gorgeous. I love ladybugs. And I think I did so well. I used Prismacolor on that. The other one I used watercolors. And it's very pale, but I think it turned out alright. I did a little bit of shading on top with Prismacolors probably. But yeah, I'll tell you, for the watercolors for this, I used a set of markers that I've had for a really long time and I don't like, but I like the colors of them. So I never used them. And I thought, well, hey, why don't I use them as watercolors? So I just scribbled them out on a piece of packaging and used them as watercolors, and I love it. Turned out great. Nice set of pastel colors in that set of old markers. Okay, so now we come to April Amber. I have all of her books except for her new one, which is a Christmas one. I'll be getting that this year. So the Halloween one, I'm not sure if I've done anything in this one. I think maybe not. Oh, yeah, I did. I did that one. I did some sparkle. Let's get ourselves set up for the sparkle. Are we seeing it? Yeah. I think it's showing up. Some stickles and gel pens. That's the only one done there. I probably only have one done in each of these. I am missing one, but I will do that next time. Volume 3. This one has some sparkle on it. Oh, did a few in here. I think 3 in a book is a good. Oops. My Bluetooth just turned off for some reason. Oh no, a video is going to start. Hang on a second. There. Okay, volume 2. Now my Bluetooth just went on. Oh, this is an old one. Yeah, I used to do this black outline with charcoal in all my mixed media work. Used some acrylic paint on there too. And that's all she wrote. I never do the first pages unless I'm like working on completing a book. This is her unicorn one, and this I can pretty much say I haven't done one in. And when she came out with volume 1, which I'll show you later, she came out with Anime Girls volume 1, and this one I guess didn't take off because she never did any others, but I know I colored something in here. At least I'm pretty sure I did. See, the style is really different. It's nice. I guess maybe if she'd drawn it with bolder lines, it would have taken off more, and I don't think I've done any in here. Oh, there we go. Just alcohol markers. Oh, acrylic paint pen for the insides of the flowers there. And she did a couple of mandala or pattern books, and I had both of them, but I got rid of one. This one I have. It's basically mandalas with really thick black lines. Was that something that was done in there? No, it must have just been a shadow. Nothing done. Now we come up, which the majority of this pile is filled with, is Camellia Angel Cova. So we're going to start with her mandala books first. Now, of all her series and sets and things that she does, I love her because of her mandalas. When I first started buying her books, she didn't do anything but mandalas, and though I have a few of the other ones, I'm not as huge a fan as I am of the mandalas. So this is the big one. And this one's got all kinds of, what's it called, 100 beautiful mandalas. So these are basically just like medium difficulty circle mandalas. And I thought I had started every book. Yeah, I have. Okay, so. Yeah, and even back here, this is like over a year ago I was doing random colors. So yeah, those are fun to do. 2019, the first one. Prior to that, I wasn't dating my pictures. So I'm just going to start at the beginning because I know I've done in here, and I always start at the beginning. So there's that's done with some glitter gel pen. There we go. So I need to move it over a little bit to get the glitter. Alcohol marker. Oh, these are Bics. And see, my Bics don't yellow. Now, I know some people say they do. It's got a little teensy bit of glitter gel pen in it. I can't really see it. Same with that one. Oh yeah, you can definitely see the glitter in that one. There we go. Oh, I did quite a few in here. I didn't think I would like this book because I thought of, traditional snowflake patterns, but these are just mandalas that are, 1, 2, 4, 6 points. Spiral mandalas. I always do 2. I can't just do 1. And that's what she wrote. Triangular. These ones are fun. I'm not too fond of ones that have pictures in the middle of them. I'll do them, but I have to be in a different mood than a mandala mood. Forgot to use a blotter page. We'll cover that up though, no problem. If you forget to use a blotter page, just use darker colors on the page and it'll cover it up. So swirly mandalas. Just the 2 in there. Sun and Moon. So this one was quite different for her when she did this at the time. And I do not think that I've done anything in this one. And I love it. I do a random page. No. So that's one that needs to get its page done. And I also don't think I've done anything in this one either, which I love. It's like the more I love a book, the less I color in it. 50 nighttime mandalas. Now, did I do anything in here? No. Can you believe that? I love the midnight edition, though. They used to call those midnight editions back when I started coloring, and now they just call them black background. Midnight sounds more mysterious. Okay, yeah. I tore out the first page of this because I had a horrendous time following the scrolls in this Celtic work. So here I did this one with water-based markers. The page is a little crinkly and it didn't work very well. So I went to alcohol markers and I got the hang of doing these. Tree of Life, I love that design. 50 clover mandalas, and if I remember, I had a heck of a lot of fun doing this one. I did them all I would pick out one green color, and then I would randomly pick out the other colors. So I purposefully got a green. I love that one. And that's it. Thought I'd done more. Now this one's not exactly mandalas, but it's, I think I might have done random ones in here. It's dream catchers, which I don't like, but I had to buy this because I buy all her books. Well, all her mandala books. Okay, so I just did the first two. And I just treated them like a mandala. I picked out random colors. I started in the center and just worked my way out. Because they basically are like mandalas, you know? Except most of the fanciness is on the outside. So that one turned out looking like Christmas. There we go. Okay, so now I'm coming to her miniatures collection. And I don't have all of them. I only have a couple. So I have Winter, which I don't think I've worked in. Oh, yes, I have. Probably the only one I did. I was looking all over for the spring miniature one this year, and I couldn't find it. I thought I'd lost it, but turns out I never bought it. So this is summer, and I do, oh, this is the one, see, this is the one that I thought the spring one was, but it's a summer one. So I started at the back, and I started using every set of colored pencils that I had at the time. So this was with the Jane Davenport, whatever they call them. These are the Black Widows. That turned out nice. The Color Softs. Kind of strange color palette. Artesas. Albrecht Dürer. I have to use my watercolors more. I love my watercolor pencils. All of them. So I have this pencil case that's just full of random watercolors. I don't have more than 24 of any of them. So I wrote them all down here. No, I didn't. I only used two kinds. I used Derwent, Reeves, and Stampin' Up. And then I used a little bit of metallic gel pen, which I don't think shines very much. And this one I use my Prismacolors on, and of course it's my favorite. The ink on here does spread though. I got some gray in my colors there. And these I use the Koh-i-Noor Tritones. Now, just in case you wonder, there are two sets of these. There's the Tritones, which are your normal pencil size, and they come in a 12 or a 24 colors. And then there are magic ones, which come in a 12 and a 24, and they're huge 8mm pencils, and they're completely different colors. So if you want all the colors, get both sets. The magic ones are good for doing backgrounds. Again, I don't have them, but I want them. That's why I know. Okay, then I have ocean miniatures, which I don't think I did. Nope. Oh, don't tell me I started at the beginning. I did. I got a bit of a falling asleep on that page. Darn, that was nice otherwise. And I only have one of her single image books. You know, she's got princesses, dragons, and other stuff. This one is mythical creatures. And I don't know if I've done anything in here. Oh yeah, I did. Did the Manticore, so that's it's part troll and part lion, part dragon. And then I have her kind of like picture mandalas that she did before she did the miniatures. She made mandalas with pictures in the center of them mostly. So this was romantic and heart designs. Okay, that was done in water-based markers and didn't turn out too great. that all I did in here? Nope, I did some at the beginning. So you can see these are picture mandalas. That one's got some stickles on it. Don't often put stickles on mandalas. Sorry for the squeaking chair, but that's just part of my life. Okay, so then she did autumn mandalas. And I don't know why these books aren't popular. Because if you like the miniatures, these are the same things, except they've got a circle around them. They're done in circles. So this has got Thanksgiving and autumn in it. I think there's a Halloween one, but I have that with my Halloween stuff. So I did the first two here. Is that yellow? Yeah. It was in 2020 that I had my yellowing markers. Summertime mandalas. Let's start from the beginning of this one too. Good. Springtime mandalas. Oh, yeah, okay. I was going, is this my springtime miniatures? But no, it's mandalas. So this has got some Easter eggs in it and some Easter pictures, as well as, well, quite a lot actually. I like that one. Alright, so now we're moving on to Annie's coloring, and I have a couple of PDFs by her. She's on Etsy. I can't remember if she's Annie coloring or Annie's coloring. So this is the Goddesses PDF, and this is how I print out my PDFs. I put, this is just normal computer paper, and I print 2 on the front and 2 on the back, though there isn't on that. Here we go. 2 on the front and 2 on the back, and then I look through and I see if there's any that I want to color, and then I print out the one that I want to color on good paper, and then these just get slided on my bookshelves with my books. Why is that not going in? It's because it's so small. And so obviously I haven't done anything in Goddesses. But I have done a couple in this one. This one is called Dolls. And I've done 2. So I've done this one. And that's just in straight alcohol marker, except for her lips and her eyes are in gel pen. And then I did this one. I made a mess of her mouth, but I don't think it shows up too bad on camera. So I put this one first. But good thing about a PDF is if I get them all done and I want to redo that one that I messed up her mouth, I can. And of course I can do it anytime I want, but you know. Alright, so now last of all, I have 4 of these books. I think that there are 5 of them altogether, but I have 4. So I don't think I've done anything. I've done something in 2 of them. Okay. So this one, I started off by using alcohol markers because I didn't really care about that picture. But you can still do this. You can use bright colors and, you know, use water-based markers, do it in bright colors, and kind of, yeah, went through a bit there. So that is called The Art of Mindfulness, Relaxed and Focused Coloring. And these actually do have artists. They have a selection of them. Angela Porter, Angela Van Dam, Carol Spencer, Cindy Wilde, Emily Hamilton, Faye Martin, Felicity French, Hannah Davies, Lizzie Preston, and Sally Moret. The last four there, they do some of the I Heart coloring books. The Art of Mindfulness, Restful and Balanced Coloring. And this one is by, oh boy, an even bigger list than the other one. The people that I know are none of them. Oh, Julie Ingham. I think she did a I Heart book. Okay, so this page, I didn't do this. I wanted to do this. So I did this with Bic Intensity. And so they're alcohol based. So they went through a bit like this. And so for this page, I decided to leave some of the picture in and then do the background in black, and then that way the bleed through looks like a pattern, and I really like that. I also took a couple of pages out that I didn't like at all, and I'm just keeping them in the back in case I want to like cut something out of them and do something with them in the book. But that's how I'm going to do this book anyways, is, you know, be taking it apart and doing strange things in it. Oh, I do have 5 of these. Yeah, so I think I do have them all now. This one is Peace and Calm Coloring. And Angela Porter, Angela Van Dam, Felicity French, Hannah Davies, Lizzie Preston, and those are the ones I've heard of. So I did the first page in here. This looks like it was all done with glitter gel pens. Glitter and metallic. I don't like doing pictures all in that. Ugh, I would never do that anymore. Not completely. And then I have Joyful and Radiant. And I don't have any people I know of here. Jo Taylor, she does a I Heart book. Lizzie Preston. Other people I haven't heard of. So these aren't stock images. They are actually illustrated for the book. Happy and Energized. Faye Buckingham, I've heard of her. Jo Taylor, Julie Ingram, and those are the only ones I've heard of. And it doesn't look like I've done one in this one. So that's all, folks. Let's just keep that there. So that is the first letter, the first shelf of the letters. So as we start the next couple of shelves, we'll be going, continuing on from the last bit of the A's, and we'll be doing 2 shelves worth. So, yeah, we're getting along now. So yeah, that's it. I won't make this last because you've probably clicked off already. So thank you so much for watching and have a nice day. Bye.